What is up, guys? Trash RNG Cactus here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and today we're going to be going over a phenomenal weapon with an absolutely S-tier god roll that you absolutely need to get within Destiny 2 Season of the Hunt. A weapon I was so determined to get, I spent nearly a month grinding for it, and so let's get started. But just before we do, this video is brought to you by Omaze. They've teamed up with the Bungie Foundation and the Children's Miracle Hospital Network to have an amazing giveaway. You have the chance to win $20,000 to build your own gaming PC rig. Think of the graphics cards. Think of the RAM, the monitors. Oh my goodness, $20,000 to build your own gaming PC. You'll be the talk of the town. You'll be hitting those shots and getting those crispy frames like no other. And if that wasn't good enough, you're also supporting a fantastic cause. The Bungie Foundation works to transform care for pediatric patients and reduce distress and suffering in children through entertainment, such as their iPads for Kids programs. The Children's Miracle Hospital Networks raises funds for 170 children's hospitals that support the health of 10 million kids each year across the US and Canada. They fund critical life-saving treatments, healthcare services, medical equipment, innovative research, and more. So enter for your chance to win by clicking the link in the description down below. An amazing prize and even better cause. Alright, now the weapon I'm talking about is the Deafening Whisper Legendary Special Grenade Launcher. This weapon drops from hunts, so it is free for any player to get, and ever since hunts became available on the 17th of November, I have spent every single lure charge possible trying to get this roll. Every time one of my 4 options is the Deafening Whisper, I go for it 100% of the time. It took all the way to the 15th of December to finally get the roll I was looking for. And that roll is Ambitious Assassin combined with Wellspring. Now, some of you may be going to the comment section right now to tell me how that's not the god roll. It's actually Ambitious Assassin Rampage. But before we get into why that's actually not the case, and if you do have Rampage, I've got some bad news. But first off, what makes this weapon special? Well, it's actually extremely unique. In fact, there's only one other wave frame grenade launcher. When the projectile hits the ground, it will then explode and a wave of energy will go forward, similar to a thermite grenade. So, compared to most other grenade launchers, really aside from the mountaintop, which has been sunset, those are going to bounce, or you're going to have to hold down the trigger and release it at the perfect moment to make the projectile explode. Well, it turns out that rarely works as intended, especially when you're a little bit closer range to enemies. It has a little bit of travel distance before you can release it. So more often than not, you're missing or bouncing off things you don't want to bounce off of. Wave frames are surprisingly easy to use once you just play a couple games with them. You can put that shot exactly where you want it to go and decimate a group of adds. It is not uncommon to get 4-5 kills with a single shot in PvE. And PvE is really where the god roll I'm talking about, and frankly where I feel like this weapon is most at home. Now, combined with the fact that this is the first grenade launcher, well, special grenade launcher that can randomly roll with Ambitious Assassin, and you've got a winner. Ambitious Assassin is absolutely mind-bogglingly good with this grenade launcher. What it can do is, after getting what seems to be just one single kill, you're gonna reload and have 2 grenades in the magazine, tube, whatever you call it. But going from traditionally 1, like every other special grenade launcher gets 1 shot, to 2 is absolutely astronomical, and it lets you have a quick follow-up shot, which means that you can solve one of the main downsides of this weapon, which is dealing with more powerful combatants. Now, it actually is going to chunk yellow bars. Like, most of the time, it's going to instantly kill any red bar it comes in contact with, and then do significant damage to those powerful guys. But if you've got, a powerful knight, or you're in higher level content, it can be a bit problematic. And you don't want to be caught with your pants down reloading when a half health phalanx is smashing you against a wall at 10 million miles an hour. So being able to just go boom boom, shoot 2 quick shots and kill those powerful guys with no reload in between is very, very beneficial. It also lets you, against a wide swath of enemies, just get one shot to clear out everything on the left side, another shot to clear out everything on the right side, which again triggers Ambitious Assassin, so it's really easy to just consistently reload 2 rounds every single time with this weapon. But then we come to the final perk and a little bit of controversy. So, my absolute god roll is again Wellspring. Now, Wellspring is going to give you ability energy whenever you get a kill. And if you have only one ability uncharged, that's the one it's going to give it to. So, that, with this weapon overall, just means that you're able to utilize your abilities so much more. Like I said near the beginning of the video, it's so easy to get multi-kills with each shot of this weapon. So if you're taking down 4 enemies with a single shot, you're going to see your abilities noticeably climb. In fact, I notice when I'm utilizing this weapon that it's actually hard to stay on top of how fast you get your abilities. That's not even a word of a lie. That's actually why I'm running the Armamentarium. I was finding that I would just always have a charged grenade because I wasn't throwing them enough. Because they come back so often, I'm not used to it. So I wanted something else to charge, and then I would like remember and throw both grenades and then just have Wellspring not be wasted. Like, that's how efficient it's actually getting. It's almost annoyingly efficient. But, like I said, Rampage also spawns with this thing. I have a roll with Rampage, but I was wondering, how the heck does Rampage actually work with this weapon? I mean, think about it. If you just shoot one time and the wave goes out, is it going to get more powerful as it kills more guys along that wave? Or do you have to wait until the second shot for Rampage to trigger? Well, I decided to actually do the testing. And as you can see very clearly, against this boss, made sure to shoot the shield for no shenanigans, get 1 hit on it, and I do nearly 14,000 damage. I then simply jump up here, shoot a shot, kill all these dregs, I have a Rampage ×2, shoot the boss again, and wait a second, nearly 14,000 damage. Rampage ×2 is very clearly on my screen. My gun is literally glowing, and I'm getting the same damage as my base level shot. I actually tested this out multiple times because I was very confused at what was happening, and at Rampage ×3, Rampage ×1, and no Rampage, it was always giving me that nearly 14,000 damage. Like, it is extremely bizarre. So based on my testing, and I can't think of any other factors that would affect this, I made sure not to pick up the unstable essence or anything like that. I'm getting the same damage no matter the state of Rampage. It really seems like Rampage is bugged. Rampage is broken on this gun. It's not working. So if you do have a Rampage roll, it apparently isn't doing anything, or at least it's inconsistent enough that I would shy away from that roll. Maybe they'll patch it in the future, but as I've said, with how weird this gun is and kind of shooting and then becoming environmental damage, honestly, will they ever fix this? Who knows? But currently right now, the Wellspring roll is absolutely the best of the god rolls because it actually works properly, but I also feel like Wellspring is a little bit better than Rampage in this regard, simply because I've found that you mostly one-hit kill the red bars, as I've said. Now, sometimes you can set up a scenario where you get a bunch of red bars and then maybe you could use your Rampage ×3 on a powerful guy, but more often than not, you need a second shot anyways, so it seems kind of pointless. I really think the massive ability regeneration that Wellspring provides, because of just how efficient this weapon is at killing enemies, is definitely the way to go. And it really doesn't hurt that finally, similar to when you were running Mountaintop plus Anarchy, I can run the Deafening Whisper plus Anarchy, and if you don't have the Anarchy, you can run the Prospector or any other extremely powerful God Roll Legendary Grenade Launcher, and then you can use that double Grenade Launcher Finder, double Grenade Launcher Scavenger, and holy crap, do you have a lot of ammo for these weapons. In fact, I love using this combo in Gambit even. Now, I'm not too great against the invaders, so make sure you have someone on your team that can deal with those guys, but in terms of moat collecting and ad clearing and killing the boss at the end, I always have anarchy. I always have ammo. I'm so good at clearing out absolutely huge areas of ads and then just getting all those moats because of how great these weapons are and because of those ammo synergies. So this is absolutely a weapon you want as part of your arsenal. And so guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, found this informative, and if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.